as I said before, I love reggae music. But the thing is,
music.
Christian reggae music, David.
She's connecting to her roots.
But the thing is, with reggae music, the same beats they be using for the secular world, I'm hearing the same beats for the Christian, reggae songs as well. And the thing is, I don't know if this is cultural, but no one seems to have a problem with this. So I pose a question to you guys. Do you guys think it's a problem when artists replicate the same beats?
That's a good question.
Or do y'all just vibe?
It's basically the same thing with a lot of genres of music. Like there's hip hop and there's Christian hip hop. There's drill and there's Christian drill. You're replicating the same sort of vibe, so it fits into that music genre.
Yeah.
But like,
I know, I hear what you're saying. Don't get me wrong, I hear what you're saying. But I think Tiasha is talking about them using the exact same beat, the exact same chord progression, like in the two songs.
And like, you know what I don't get? Like, this is so harsh, but like, why can't we just be original? Because like gospel, okay, it's coming out. But until then, let's be original. Like, as you said, the hip hop. Okay, so Christians take secular hip hop. Like, you don't see secular, what do you call it? The American chord progressions, like the American way of praising. You don't see, like, you know what I mean?
What do you mean? Yikes.
No,
everyone is still in Afro praise.
No, like
there's actually a song, wait, let me find it real quick. That it's literally copy and pasted of a secular version. You might have heard it before. Have you heard that one before?
What version are you playing?
That's the Christian one.
That's the question though.
You don't know what they're saying,
like,
that's the thing.
I hear that beat, I immediately, I'm on fight or flight. Like, I said...
There was another one.
For the viewers, we didn't hear that properly. Could you play that a bit longer?
Nah, cameraman likes a song, that's why. Cameraman likes a
This one, you didn't listen to it yesterday.
We've only got secrets.
Actually, I'm staring at it.
Thank you.
Right, sorry. Wait, there was another one as well, and I didn't even know there was. You heard this one before?
No.
I've heard
Really?
it.
What do you think of it?
I think it's good.
There's a secular version of it?
Yeah,
There
that's
is.
what I'm thinking. I've not heard the secular.
I can't play the secular
oh,
version.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's just so easy to confuse the two and what is Christian, what isn't. So where do we actually draw the line between them?
That's so true. And I think even going down to the question of like, is instrumental music secular? Like, I'm a piano, like, is that... secular? Like, let's get into it though. Let's actually get into it.
Okay, so I have a question. Do you guys vibe to these music?
Personally, I do, but
Okay.
that's the type of music I vibe to, and I used to vibe to in terms of the secular context, and then it's
The
sort of
pre-Jesus.
yeah.
Pre-Jesus.
So, like, give your personal take. Like, if that's something that you listen to, do you think there's a problem with that?
Personally, I didn't. I've started to think a bit more about it because I didn't actually know about the non-Christian version before I heard this one and then the Christian version. I was like, oh wait, am I meant to be listening to this one?
I hear it.
It's sort of, but then, is it really a problem if the lyrics are good and it?
That's true.
I don't know. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think that's a tough because, like, I think I'm on the same where the original one and the Christian
Literally
one.
what I was gonna say.
It's very I promise you can never read the Christian one over the original one all the time. Well, most of the time, like even Kanye West has his choir. Most of it.
That's Sunday service.
They have one song where like when you read the words, I'm like, yeah, bar, but when you listen to the song, you wanna bust it.
Literally.
Yeah.
On the chord.
Even with that first song, all I can hear is the secular. And I think internally, like I'm singing the secular in my head. And I don't know, I think that's where the danger lies. Because it's like, if I'm looking for these Christian alternatives, but like I'm thinking about and dwelling on the secular alternative isn't even effective of having an alternative. Like, I think it even goes down to like, okay, this is actually such a drag, but like vegans eating fake meat. Like,
That's true.
I like, what is the point of you outwardly going, okay, let me cook before vegans eating fake meat, like that. I think the same thing applies. Like, I think it depends. Like, if it's easier for you to go from listening to secular music to Christian alternatives by listening to similar beats, that's where I think like vegan meat and like real meat works. Where it's like that transition or going from like real meat to like vegan alternatives. I think that's where like these Christian alternatives do their big one. But it's like, if you're still thinking about the secular alternative, is it even effective? That's my 2 cents.
I think it still satisfies that part because, like you were saying,
Fair enough.
Like when vegans try to have the fake meat, it's because they want the closest to that. If that makes sense, I think that's a compromise. But
Right, I guess it helps though.
Yeah, because like, you know, people that struggle or people that want to get off of secular music, this can be very...
But by dwelling on the secular like that...
But then if you're struggling...
True.
You can't
I
just...
hear that as well. Go full...
Exactly. Like, because for me, I really, like, as I said, I really love my reggae. My reggae artists, right? And you know, they be singing about love and it's cute. You know what I mean? So to help me, I've had to go to the Christian. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
guys,
it's helped.
Before we get into this, we are connected after hours. We are a podcast, part of a collective youth group called Connected, located in Ashford, Kent. We join together every Friday, talk about faith, just as young Christians gathering together, really. Today we're going to be speaking about secular music. Let's get into it. Right, so we're going to get into a quick game. It's called Secular or Gospel. I'm going to say a lyric and then you guys raise your hand if you think it's gospel. Keep it down if you think it's secular. Okay. Right? So up gospel, down secular.
Wow, I was like, heads down, thumbs up. Oh my gosh. I'm back to my roots.
Right, so number one.
Wait, sorry. I zoned out again. Up is...
Up, gospel, down, secular.
Hallelujah, praise Jesus.
And then down.
Oh, stump on Satan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Number one, you thought I was worth saving.
You thought I was worth saving.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I'm not meant to help you guys.
No, you're not.
Tell us, guys. Gospel.
Yeah, it's gospel because of the little
Yeah.
You know who sung it? Okay.
William Murphy.
Yeah, nice.
Murphy.
Is it?
No. The second one is, this is a dream. God, this is a dream.
I feel like the fact that it explicitly says God, I feel like it's trying to set us.
Exactly.
You're trying to set me up. You're trying to set me
So
up.
if a song says God, it's kind of it's secular.
No, but maybe
now,
he just had a rough life and this is actually a dream. You know what I mean? Like,
This is the truth.
this is a dream. Like, oh my goodness, this is a dream.
Actually, what do you think?
I
You
don't
think it's secular?
I don't think it's gospel. Let me not lie. The placement is.
It is secular.
Yeah.
The third one is, you are the reason I'm still breathing. You are the reason I am alive today.
Jesus. It's not the song.
It's not
that song.
Okay.
Because I've been busting that song. It doesn't have that.
The ending, I'm still alive. That gives me connection with the
I
King
feel
of
like it's
Kings.
giving ba to the one. Like, yeah. I feel like
It is gospel.
Okay.
Number 4, I'm a believer, I'm a fighter, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner.
I'm a believer. I'm a fighter.
I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner.
no. Absolutely not.
Wait, but I know that song, no?
I don't know if you do.
No, these are
Wait,
David's
repeat the
favorite
lines, repeat the
pre-Jesus
lines.
songs.
I am a believer, I am a fighter, I am a lover, and I am a sinner.
Okay, don't know.
Technically.
Technically.
Secular?
It's secular, yeah.
Yeah, secular. Number 5. God gave me this life for a reason. I'ma shine bright through the season.
I don't know. It sounds like a rap.
Reasons.
It seems like something Drake would write.
What you know that Drake would write? Where
Yeah, secular.
Secular?
Yeah. Secular.
Number 6. We fall down.
How do we get? My favorite struggle song.
Can I finish the lyric?
No, it's okay.
No.
Yeah.
This one and No Weapon.
Yeah.
Just know.
Yeah.
Starting seating, guys.
So, what is secular music? Who would like to start this off?
Simple terms. Music that doesn't praise God.
I think a lot of people, when we get to this topic, love to find loopholes. But I think in this life, we live a very black and white world. Like, things are either of God and things that either are not of God. And I think for me, my perception of secular, if it doesn't glorify God, it's secular. Because then it's like, what else is it glorifying then? But my friend posed a really good question, really good argument. And when I was speaking to her the other day, she was like, there's a difference between secular and irreverent music.
What does irreverent mean for all us non-English?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like reverence,
Okay, I
to
know.
revere something is to greatly fear or like honor.
Right.
Yeah, like respect, honor, like fear, like that. So irreverent is I was going to say antonym, but the opposite of that, where it's to dishonor, and basically, does that make sense? Hopefully, maybe I have to ChatGPT fact check after. But yeah, I think she was saying like there's a difference between secular and irreverent music, where something may be classified as secular, but it is not necessarily irreverent. So is it a bad thing to listen to? For example,
so like music. Neutral music, basically. Okay.
and she was posing not like Happy Birthday as an example, where it's like,
Right.
so yeah,
Okay.
That's a good question.
that's my understanding of secular with a little argument in there as well. So give your 2 cents. What do y'all think?
Okay, so even adding on to that, just another argument.
Yeah.
I was listening to someone, a particular artist, that raised the argument that there's a difference between secular and worldly music. Because like when I think of secular music, I think of love songs. Nah. So when I think of secular, I think of like love, like songs that maybe John Legend writes, which is love songs, or there's this reggae artist Remain Virgo. Like all of these songs are to their lovers, and I want to be in love in the future too. You know what I mean? So it's that completely.
She's trying to justify her John Legend in the playlist.
I'm healed, I'm cleansed, guys. But like that's just what I think. Like, okay, in the future, it's all. So, is there a difference between secular and worldly songs? So, when I think of worldly songs, I'm gonna think of Thames. That's a person that is trending right now, and most of those songs are explicitly promiscuous. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking of for worldly. So, can we separate the two, or should we just put all of them secular? Don't please God. No more John Legend and my reggae guy. What do you guys think?
Actually, what do you think? While I think about an answer.
I think, I don't know. Personally, the separation of them, I don't know, I think could draw, depending on where you are as a person, you could draw a blur of the two. Because sometimes you can just listen to this, like, it's not really bad, but sometimes you don't understand what you're actually saying. That's why you don't know if it's bad, or you don't know if it's good or bad. And I don't know. For me, when there's confusion, I'd rather just step away.
Literally.
That's what I think.
Because our God is not a God of confusion. So if we're getting confused by what we're listening to, is it actually aligning us to the Father? And I think even with that whole understanding of like, what are we even placed on this earth to do? Like, as God's creation, like we, the creation, are created to glorify the creator, if that makes any sense. I'll slow down. We, the creation, are created to glorify the creator. So if the things that we're saying and the things
to say that one more time.
we're God's creation, right?
Yes, we are.
So we've been created, made, constructed, however you want to interpret it, to glorify the one who has made us.
Okay.
And I think even through like, you can see throughout the word, the Bible, I mean, that there is just such a like stressed importance of singing songs. And even the fact that Lucifer literally was a worshipper. And so if the ruler of this world knew the importance and effects of music and song, he wouldn't overtly make people fall in that way. Like, and I think that's where it's like we've tried and find these nuances and like differentiating like secular and worldly and secular and irreverent and secular and to almost justify, or do you know what I feel like I'm not making any sense.
Yeah, I get
But it's
it.
like,
But
I feel like we're trying to find loopholes. But the fact that we're trying to find loopholes is ultimately pushing us one step closer off the cliff of falling into sin from what we're listening to anyway. So yeah, I think that's my 2 cents.
But guys, like, still kind of don't answer my question.
Oh, sorry,
If
my bad.
I write a song to someone that I love, it doesn't glorify God. Like, it isn't saying Lord, whatever. But
What if you were to
I'm writing, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's that bad as well.
What if you write the letter, but then you base it off of Songs of Solomon? So you're like,
Which girl are you serving? My guy.
So you're writing a love letter, and then you're complimenting her as, you are beautiful by God's creation. God made you so perfectly and wonderfully. What do you mean?
But, okay, David, would you do that?
No.
Exactly. I want you to do that. I want to write my own love song. You know what I mean? So I think of like, is that bad? Because the thing is, as humans, we go through love. Why do we go through love then? You know what I mean? Like, you go through love. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe once you feel depressed, you feel whatever, you write songs from those places, but it's not explicitly God.
I do hear that. You know
what I mean?
But
So,
it's like, do we need to publish that though? Like, if it's exclusively for an intimate partner that someone you're married to, like, not everything needs to be. But then even do you know what I mean? Like, you've done enough, man. But like, even understanding that like everyone on this earth is worship leaders. Like, what are we leading people to worship? Like, even that whole thing of like, posting songs about love, like, are we leading people to like love the idea of love, and falling into fantasy and lustful thinking from there? Like,
So Tamara, do you listen to any form of secular music?
I used to, but not anymore.
Okay.
And I think the fact that that progression came from the understanding of this is leading me like slowly to love the things of this world. And whether that be, who did I used to listen to all the time? Like Flo.
The question is, Tiasha is stuck on this question.
Lord, everyone's swerving.
I just want to...
Or making love songs for their partner. Have you made a song, a love song?
Yeah, Tiasha. Oh, love song to God.
Are you guys ready to hear it?
Before making a song for your partner, why not one for God?
I've made a song for God, but I'm just
Where is
thinking...
it then? We're waiting.
Okay, it's gonna come out, guys. Wait more, please. No, that's true. I mean, I'm just thinking of, because people like, that is the argument.
But not
that
everything needs to be
always,
posted though.
well, fair enough.
If you post every single conversation that you have with your friend, is it even intimate anymore? I don't know, like, we're just trying to find loopholes, Like, I hear what you're saying.
And actually, the song that you make for your partner, would that be, as Tamara said, would that be a song that...
Guys, I didn't make it to see it. Right?
Is that something that you would make just for him? Or is it something that you want to post for the whole world to hear?
Because it loses the effect of that.
Yeah, okay, that's true. You know what? I didn't actually think of it from that aspect of everything don't need to be posted, because all love songs are posted. You get what I mean? No one speaks about these intimate side of it as all like the intentions. You just hear it and it's like, oh, it's cute.
Wife.
You know what I mean?
My wife, why is everyone listening to it, man?
Yeah.
Like, we're sharing now. It's like, I don't want it.
Okay, guys.
That's our wife.
Hour. Literally.
Fair enough.
I hear it.
So what actually makes a song secular? What makes it gospel? Like, you could talk about Drake, for example. When he sang God's Plan, he's singing about God. Does that make it gospel music? Or,
That's true, actually.
or songs that don't have every lyric explicitly talking about God, would that then disregard it from being gospel, or is it then secular? Like, what do you...
I think actually, like, I'm thinking of, the scripture that says, like, by their fruit you'll know them. So then if someone says, like, if they're singing about, I don't know, Christ or whatever, but then you see that they're not living what they're singing, then that leaves you into confusion, and God is not the God of confusion, So I feel like with songs, you kind of need to, like, do your research, and always, the thing is, we will never really know artists' true intentions of music. So that's why it's just really important that before we sing it, we go before God, read the lyrics, and I don't know, just checking their lifestyle.
You don't have the time to be still and search the inwards of your heart.
Well, fall into sin then.
But then when you think of Kanye West, for example, you know him as a secular artist, right?
That's true.
But then that song, you see that the God Is song will be like, I bet every Christian knows his song God Is. Like, that is like, you love the song, but it's from a secular artist. Does that...
It's only you.
You don't know? God is...
No, I know it. But like,
oh no. That is breath. Yeah, that one.
That's from Kanye West.
Yes.
Oh,
You see, no. But do you see my point though? You didn't know it was a thingy. You didn't take the time out to check who's singing this one. You see the song and you like the song, but then so does the artist matter if they sing
I think
other
the definitely
bands?
matters, but it's like, I think practically in the day-to-day life, we're listening.
You go writing in a prayer journal letter to that.
Repentance mode right
Yo,
now.
mom, I sinned, right? Come get me, man.
Come get me.
I
He's like, hey God, it's me again. See, that's my thing though. Like, I completely agree with what you're saying, Tiasha. Like, being intentional, to take time to see, like, the intent behind the art, the writer, like their lifestyle, if it aligns with what they're publicly saying. But it's like, sometimes we don't have the time to be able to sit down and look at the intricacies of their life. For example, if we're listening to a song, like, in the car, and it's a whole playlist, like, it's hard to be able to sit down and be like, is this...
Check every song in
do you know
the
what I mean?
playlist.
Check every song. If it's a radio or, like, not the actual radio, who's listening to that? But, like, it's not your actual playlist. Yeah, Tiasha loves doing that.
To say.
But it's like, that's why discernment is so important.
Yeah.
That's why the Holy Spirit, he allows us in those moments where it's like, we don't have the logical, like, reasoning or knowledge or understanding as to why. It's like, I'm struggling to connect with this song. I'm struggling to connect with this artist or this music that I'm hearing. Like, we're able to just have that, like, almost like automatic or unconscious, like, response of like, let me just skip it. Like, I don't really know. And even as you're saying, and I think Tiasha was saying as well, like, the God that we serve is not a God of confusion. So oftentimes, if we're listening to a song and it's making us confused, should we be listening to it and meditating on it? Because from the meditation of our heart, the mouth speaks. And it's like, is this something that I want to speak out? And I remember one time in Connected, we would like, Isaiah, our youth leader, was like, okay, everyone, what's your favorite song at the moment? Like, and everyone was like playing their songs, and we read it, like, and we read it out. And we can literally even do that now if we have the time, Mr. General, you can see. And read it out and be like, actually, like, do I eat? Yeah. That's my 2 cents.
But I think, like, something that has helped me, because I did, love, again, secular reggae and all of these things. But something that has helped me is that, like, obviously the closer you get to someone, the more you find out the things that makes them happy and the things that makes them sad. And for me, as I got closer to God, I don't know, it's just that my love for, you know, music that glorifies him grew. And I think obviously I love to sing. And one of the things that, you know, our leader explained to us is that, you know, if you're like my voice is my instrument, and it's very like you're really messing with God if you use that same instrument to then glorify things that are not of him. So I think that those are things that has definitely helped me. And, you know, like I still do have moments where I'm just like, I really want to listen to this particular song. But then I always have to ask myself, okay, what is that song gonna make me feel in this moment? Is that what I should be feeling right now in my, you know, state? Like I think again, one of the things that we learned as well, this pastor, he shared that when we have thoughts and stuff, we shouldn't just captivate it, but interrogate it. So I think that music, like when you feel a particular way to listen to a particular song, just ask yourself why. And going back to Tamara's definition of secular being, what was the definition?
Doesn't glorify God.
Doesn't glorify God. You know, ask yourself like, okay, Lord, is this glorifying you? And, you know, every day is a day to kill our flesh, you know what I mean, to please God. So perhaps, you know, that's an area that you just need to kill your flesh in. And for me, it's an area where I need to continuously kill my flesh in, especially working at a place where they always played those banging African Afro beats. And I'm just like, yo, like I need to actually, you know, find a way to remove this and focus on something that actually glorifies God. So I think that is one thing. It's not easy. And I feel like it can be very, you know, this can be interpreted as, oh, it's easier to say. But the reality is, once you grow closer to God, you really wouldn't find that love for secular music. That is the reality. So seek him. And then, you know, if you struggle with secular music, go to him with that. And then as you get to know him more, then that love for secular dies, and then you become, you know, more intimate with him. Hallelujah.
Yeah, I had a Bible verse that actually related to it. It said Philippians 4 verse 8, and it was, whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. So that's just telling you that music isn't just background noise.
Sorry, my mirror's
No,
No, that's okay. We love it.
Finish.
Be who you are, babe.
Sorry, I was gonna
Be who
sing.
you are.
music
sing a
isn't
song.
music isn't just background noise. It is inwardly shaping who we are and like just forming.
Sorry, no, that means
No,
it's
did
G.
you need it?
It's D.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
come on, man.
Come on. Be who you are, girl.
Yeah, it just shapes who you are and yeah, you as a person.
But I think, sorry, just adding on to it, because this scripture says, you know, whatever is true, noble, right, pure. I think the world has now corrupted what is true, noble, right, and pure. You know what I mean? Because I've spoken to some of my peers that thinks that secular music is okay because what they're feeling is true, right? The heartbreak that they're feeling is true. Everything that they're feeling is true. So of course this doesn't seem as like a bad thing. So I feel like that is the one thing, you know what I mean? And I feel like, again, like if you're trying to stop listening to secular music, it has to come with that intention to please God. Because if it's for any other reason, you wouldn't do it. Because your eyes needs to be fixed on the prize to do something to lose things along the way. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I think that is one thing that I would say. There's just such a corrupt view. That's why everyone is singing, like even drill, for example, secular drill. Like, you know what I mean? All of these things are true for those people because that's their life. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say about drill as well that Luke 6:45. It says, for the mouth speaks what the heart is full of.
Literally,
What we constantly listen to and sing fills our heart. If we're full of God's truth, our speech will show it. But if we're full of worldly messages, that's going to show as well. And this really speaks to the power of the tongue. Like with drill music, okay, I don't know if you guys have heard drill, but with drill music is, so then when I hear Christian songs that follow the same thing, I just can't bring myself to listen to them because I'm like, it doesn't sit well with me that this beat, this vibe,
Interesting, but I hear it.
this aggressive and violent vibe is being applied to a Christian context. It just, I don't know. I can't. Like,
I know what I actually like. This is just my thought on drill because I don't really like drill either ways. But I'm just like I can't see Jesus vibing to drill. Like, can you like? I don't see it. I don't see it. But fair enough. That's actually.
I was never. I was sort of into drill back in like.
Back in the
Pre-Jesus,
That's
pre-Jesus,
okay,
pre-Jesus.
it's okay, it's okay.
I was into drill, and then I sort of moved on to like chiller music, like Drake, but then now I've mostly stopped listening to secular music.
How did you do that progression?
See, for me, coming from a guy's perspective as well, it was very hard to just cut out. So I was just looking at my playlist. I was like, what am I actually listening to here? When I started experiencing God's presence more and meditating on word and hearing words and sermons, I'd be like, what am I filling my mind of? I'd go through there was one day I remember it took me like an hour or two just deleting my entire playlist. And then what I would do is I found Christian songs that were similar to what I listened to. And then I'd because I don't know if you have Spotify Premium, but they have Smart Shuffle. So then it just puts songs that are very similar to it. So then I listen to those songs, then I add them to my playlist, and by then now my playlist is filled with songs like that. So any of my friends that are like maybe lukewarm and they're trying to get off secular music, I get like, I got a playlist loaded full of songs that we find in common, we like to listen to. You can have a listen, look if you like it.
I love that because like being a Christian doesn't mean it has to be boring. Like,
exactly.
And I think people's understanding of like, oh, like I have to listen to worship music.
Why do I have to praise Jesus?
Why do I have to?
for it?
Why is that a bad?
Talk about my feelings.
I mean, like talk about it with the king. This is a wonderful counselor. Like, and I think even as you're talking about the power of the tongue, it immediately made me think of James. So I was like trying to find it, and then I found James 3 verse 9 to 12, where it says, "With it we bless our tongues, that is, we bless our God and Father, and with the same mouth we curse men who have been made in the similitude or likeness of God. Out of the same mouth proceeds blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not to be so. Does a spring send forth fresh water and bitter from the same opening? Can a fig tree, my brethren, bear olives, and a grapevine bear figs? Thus no spring yields both salt water and fresh." We should be so intentional to speak and pour out pure water, that being from our speech. And this isn't just limited to the conversations that we have and the interactions. Yes, that is very important, but even with the things that we are singing in songs, we shouldn't get lost in the allure of the vibes of the song, where we don't even understand what
the lyrics of it,
the lyrics and what we are singing. Like, the Bible says that people perish from their lack of knowledge. And the Bible also says that death and life is in the power of the tongue. Slowly we are dying because we don't fully understand or recognize the power that God has placed within us. The Bible also says that he has given us the power and authority to trample on scorpions, to tear down strongholds. But with that same power, we're carelessly using that because we like the vibes of the song. That's just so dangerous.
And I remember I was on the bus this one time, and there was this guy that was speaking to one of my classmates, and he was telling him that, secular music is really bad. And the guy was like, oh, like he doesn't mean it. Like, he just listened to the rhythm of it, And I think that even that in itself is such a strategic plan of the enemy, because, he uses beats to get into, like, to use it as a portal to then... I'm thinking of what's the word? I'm losing my train of thoughts. But it's just a way to cause us to easily fall into sin, if that makes sense, because we're jamming to things that we actually don't even know what we're actually agreeing to, you know what I mean? And I think it's really important to remember that he was
a worship leader.
He was in charge of music. And it's just, for me, I think when I think of like the Christian music industry, I'm just like, why can't we just but why can't there be more?
We're waiting to answer for this. We're waiting.
I just think, why can't we be more creative? Because if so much secular songs, we are captivated by the beat. how can this not be in the Christian world? Like, that is like, sometimes I'm just really angry because I'm just like, this is so fire, bro. But what do we do as Christians? We replicate it. Like, we're not meant to replicate things. You know what I mean?
We're in this world, but not of this world.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, even when I think, like, my desire is just like, Lord, you are the creator of everything. I just want a new sound that is just different from every. So I don't have to be leaning on a beat that has been made for the world, but then is replicated for Christ. You know what I mean? Like, and are you good?
Yeah. Also, with those sort of songs that they replicate it, people think, okay, it's got Christian lyrics, so it's fine now, but it's not about the lyrics, it's about the intentions that were made with the original beat, the original music.
Come on,
If it has ungodly intentions, you're still speaking it into your life, you're still doing the same thing. So changing the lyrics doesn't change the source, the intention. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that when it comes to secular music, I think on my part, I'm a very mellow person. So the music that I listen to kind of just makes you wind down and just reflect back and think on all these emotions and feelings and all these things that you went through throughout the day, throughout the week. And I don't know, it gets you kind of in yourself and you start critiquing everything about you. But I think the switch for me going onto gospel was that, not that I would be reflecting the same, but I was reflecting more on how I can even improve myself, and when it comes to how I present, like how I am a representative of Christ, how I went through my day, the motions of everything. So I think with a lot of like people, the switch from secular to gospel is
Circular.
Circular.
So wait, how do you pronounce secular? Sorry, secular to gospel.
Circular to.
Anyway. Circular. Yeah, but from guys, English is not my first language. I can't sing that either. I can't sing that either, actually. But yeah, from secular to gospel, they think that automatically you just have to, everything, just God. You can't even actually think back on how you're doing, like, and you can genuinely, like, you have a connection to God. You can think about yourself, but also in the essence of what can I do for God in the sense of me, if that makes sense. Maybe I need to reword that. But yeah, that's...
So, should Christians listen to secular music? At the end of the day, it's about discernment and desire. What are you feeding your spirit? Is it bringing you closer to or dragging you further away from God? Like, is it worship or just vibes?
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to listen to Isaiah's single, Shadows.
In the shadows, that's where...
If you're struggling, in the shadows, man. This is Connected After Hours. Ati, do you have anything to say?
Play the trailer.
Sometimes you can be blind in love. That's what I heard from the streets, guys. Should you be praying deep, intimate prayer with someone you are dating?
If the Bible study is happening at midnight, is it really a Bible study? Like,
As children of God, like, we are expected to stand in the gap for people, but don't put that in the way of falling into your own sin.